Once again, we back. He got another box that he gonna show us. Speaking of Air Force Ones, so this segment we're gonna talk about his collection and his obsession with Air Force Ones. And this one is different. It's not a regular Air Force One that you can go to the store and buy. This one was released, I believe he said 2003.
It did, but then they re-released it
again. So I believe it. Like the past week, I saw it. They about to release it again.
No, it's done.
It's done already.
Yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so
that's why I was able to get it. You know, so it became like not a special thing, but I still had to get it just because of the history. You know what I'm saying?
So if you can see. All right. So let's unbox this.
Let's do it. Bam. See, it looks normal, you know what I'm saying? It looks like a normal Air Force One, and then, boom, you hit it to the side, and there's that.
The Rockefeller.
There's that
David
hit.
Dash.
You know what I'm saying?
Jay-Z, Sean Carter.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the hit.
So how did you get your hands on these?
Man, you know what? One of my little dudes, my boy Patrick, he's a young dude, but he been collecting shoes for a long time too. So he had a pair, and he's like, hey man, they're not gonna fit me, they're too big for me. And I was like, let me get them, because you know, obviously he knows how much Rockefeller Records for me came, you know, how much that meant to me when I came to America.
Okay.
So
why is that particular?
So when I came to America, I didn't know English, right? So I didn't know how to identify with anybody, right? Obviously, like hip hop, everybody knows this shit, like hip hop. I have a podcast too, so in the podcast I've talked about how much Rockefeller Records like influenced me in the way I dress and the way that I, you know, that just everything, bro. Like my first rapper that I ever got into, actually the very first CD that I ever bought was Reasonable Doubt by Jay-Z. That's the first album I ever bought, and ever since then I became a huge Jay-Z fan, and obviously Memphis Bleak and, you know, the whole Diplomats and, you know, State Property, all that stuff. So I listened to Jay-Z heavily because I could understand every word he was saying in a rhyme.
Okay.
That's why I didn't get into Southern rap until, man, I must have probably been like right in college that I really got into Southern rap, or right before college, because Southern rap, I couldn't understand the lingo, I couldn't understand the slang. It wasn't until later that I really picked up the language, that I really understood the slang. So, you know, I'm a huge, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller fan, you know what I'm saying?
He got,
you know what I'm saying? We got some Cameron stuff.
Jim Jones record, you know. Cameron, you know. So my man, he's a huge Rockefeller fan. So Jay, look him up, man. You know, or Damon Dash, whoever owns the label now. You know what I'm saying? Just
come through, man. Come through. I always said, man, I always want to get a. It's just, to me, like the logo that they came up with is nothing. Ain't no other rap chain better than Rockefeller's chain.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the record with the needle and the R and shit, that's just, to me, that was the illest. And so a homie of mine, one day he's like, yo man, what if you ever just bought a bootleg chain? And I was like, nah man, I gotta earn that, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta get the original.
You gotta earn it.
You have to be a member of the Rockefeller team.
If Jay ain't gave it to you, then you don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it, definitely, yeah.
But yeah, that's how, you know, my infatuation with Rockefeller began in 96. Also, Jay-Z put out his first album in 1996 at the age of 22 years old. Oh, 26 years old, I believe he was.
26, yeah, he was.
And that's pretty old for a rapper. But in 96, it was also the year that I came.
All right, so we're back. So we're switching gears. He's a huge fan of Adidas. You know, I mean, I think I remember playing soccer. I know we argue about this because he always wanted me to come play soccer because he thinks I cannot play soccer.
Never seen him touch a ball in his life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, I'm from Ghana, okay? I grew up in London. I play soccer. So this man thinks...
That's how I know he don't play, because he call it soccer now. He American now.
It's football. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's football. It's football. European football. So, all right, let's move on. Let's move on with this topic. So, we just gonna let this sit. All right. A lot of these new cats doesn't even know what this is. You know. So, this side is the Bape side, right? So you can see is the Bape side, right? Then you switch it around. Undefeated. I mean, I remember we grew up in undefeated because I used to be. I have a story to tell you. When I went to Vegas, I went to the undefeated store.
Yeah.
Mind you, when it first came out.
So small.
Me and my wife went to Vegas. Then we went to the undefeated store. I was ready to buy. I was ready to spend. So I walk in. No, actually, I walk in Stussy store. I walk in. I was ready to buy. You know, back then, you know, Stussy was the. So I walk in the store. The guy didn't even get up to look at me. He didn't greet me. He didn't say anything. So we left the store and then we walked right into undefeated because it was like right next door. Yeah. And I was buying. I think I was buying everything on purpose just to let the dude know, like, you know, sometimes, you know, even though I walked in, at least you can say hi. So I bought some dope. I didn't get these. I bought some old stuff they had. This was back in like 2009, you know. So I got some bags, some t-shirts, some shoes, and I walk right back into Stussy. And the dude like, hey, how you doing? You know, I was like, you know, I was here 5 minutes ago. You didn't even look at me, you know. So
unfortunately, that's the way it works, man. And we got you know, I've been blessed enough to own the shop for the last 10 years.
Shout out to Dave. You know, whenever you come to Houston, come to Tipping Point. What's the address for Tipping Point?
214 Travis, 77002, downtown Houston. I've been the only shop in downtown Houston for the last 10 years. Ain't no other nigga shop in downtown Houston. And they ain't one coming downtown Houston if that I didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things we've been downtown for the longest before it was anything here in downtown. So, you know, we take pride in holding downtown down for the longest. But a lot of people don't understand, man. Like, this is Houston, bro. And fortunately, over my last 10 years of being in business, there's been a lot of shops that's come and gone.
Yeah, I witnessed it. We witnessed a lot of shops.
And the issue with that is because they treat this as a hobby, right? So then before you know it, you walk into the shop and it's a smoke shop, they drinking, you know, it's just not conducive to doing business, right?
Yeah.
Number one. And then number two, you get these dudes that then they larger than life because they work at a store that's kind of cool, right? So then they get lax and then they don't take care of the customers.
They don't put in
work. And to me, all my employees throughout the last 10 years that have known me, the quickest way for me to fire you is treat my customers like garbage.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And that's something that nobody can say about me. I never, my customers always have come first, and I've always tried to go above and beyond for the customers because in Houston, man, we don't have that repeat customer, right?
No.
You ain't never heard nobody from California say, hey, man, I'm gonna go to Houston vacation and check out what they about. They never say that shit.
Definitely, you don't.
So we rely on repeat customers, and if we treat our customers like garbage, pretty sure they're gonna tell their friends and their friends. So, you know, long story short, treat your customers right. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing, like Spike Lee says. You know what I'm saying?
Do the right thing. Yes.
Let's get into the shoes, though. You know what I mean?
So back in college days, being Dave, we was into Bapes very, very hard. I mean, I used to have the hoodie that zipped up all the way. So this is the undefeated Bape Adidas collection that they released. You know, if you look at it, so they got the Bapes right there, the undefeated logo. So, how you get your hands on these ones?
So for Christmas, man, I get a lot of gifts, man. People know I'm a sneaker guy. So one of my really good friends, Deshaun, shout out to Deshaun, man. He's a good lifelong friend of mine. He wanted to give me something for my birthday or something like that. I think I had just came out of jail or something, for immigration jail. And he was like, yo, I want to give you something special, man. And he just walked up to me. He's like, yo, I got something for you that I know you don't have, and I want you to have it. So he got him this for me. So this is a shoe that I'll keep forever just because One of my really good friends gave it to me.
Yeah, he's a good gesture. You know, it's a nice story.
And also, it's you know this, man. I've been wearing Adidas since Adidas was what it is now. I love Adidas. Adidas has been a part of my life because growing up poor, you never really could afford Adidas. You know, like I said, my mom sent me a Jordan because she bought it from like a garage sale or something.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't buy Jordans out of the box. So my mom did what she could. She hit up a lot of, you know, secondhand stores and shit like that. So that's how I got that's honestly how I got my first pair of Jordans. Everything else was Adidas. That's all we could afford.
Because if you're foreign, if you're European, Adidas is your first language.
It is.
Because Nike was the second language to you. Because Adidas, because you play, you watch football or whatever you call it, soccer. Adidas was the shoe to have, you know, and shell toes was like the popular shoe to have as a kid.
One, because they were durable.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't get rid of this fucking sole if you wanted to. You could kick rocks with this. And whatever you wanted to do, you could do it in this shoe. And this would be the most, you know, durable shoe that you could have. That's why they became so popular in other countries, because you could beat this shit to hell. Yeah. And you will not finish the shoe, unlike any other dunk. Or, you know, I mean, you get a dunk, you scuff it, you hit it one time, you scuff it.
And you squeeze the front, like, you know, then your shoe's over. But this, I'm pretty sure you have this. How long you have these, man?
Like 3 or 4 years, man.
And look at it. Pristine condition.
Man. Somebody asked me, when's the last time I finished a pair of sneakers? You remember the last time you ever finished a pair of sneakers?
No.
Well, I did, when I was like fucking 6, man. Like, I have... As an adult, I mean, I'm guessing from like 16 when I could buy my own shoes all the way till now, I don't remember finishing a pair of shoes.
Cause how you finish a pair of shoes?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like when you wear it out, like when you wear it to you can't wear it no more. Like your dads used to do it, like my pops used to do it.
See,
like my mom's.
I don't think.
Man,
I don't think I have ever.
Bro, I don't. In all honesty, I have not made a shoe not wearable ever. I mean, plus all my shoes is crispy, man. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather always say, make sure you always dress on point because you never know who you're gonna meet. And always when you leave the house, you gotta look like you're going to your worst enemy's funeral.
That's a good advice. Shout out to your grandpa. That was a good advice. So, this brings back to my next question. I know you go to a lot of events around Houston. Are you a sneaker event guy or I want to dress in the shoe guy?
I don't wear dress shoes hardly.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't like dressing shoes. I don't like hard bottoms.
Okay.
It's not really my thing. You know what I mean? If I could get away with wearing sneakers to an event, I do. Okay. I remember when we were in college, man. They did the very first Houston Fashion Week. It was the best shit ever in Houston. That one time. That they did it and they did it right. They shut down the Galleria water wall.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, in college, motherfuckers couldn't afford shit. Yeah. I certainly couldn't afford shit. But you know, the thing about me is that I dress fresh. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
we try. We try. You
know, at the time, I think I was already doing a little bit better. Like I'm guessing like, you know, probably like 06, 07. I was doing a little bit better than certainly when I started college. Yeah. But I remember, even then, man, I remember back in the day, I was like, yo, what's up with this Fashion Week shit? And like, what's happening? And they had Naomi Campbell here. Long story short, man, I swear to God, man, me and my best friend at the time, we was on some other shit all the time. We was always visionaries and crazy in our own way. We're like, man, let's just crash this shit. You know what I'm saying? So my man, he had a Audi TT at the time. Okay. So we're like, we look kind of tight, you know. We're not pulling up in no scrub cars. So we pulled up, we valeted, and then we just walked up to the front entrance. And the show was about to start, maybe like 10 minutes before it started. So everybody was already kind of sitting in the stands. So this lady comes up to me and she's like, what are you waiting on, honey? And I was like, oh man, I just was trying to see what this was about. I didn't even know you could buy. And this older lady, she looked around, she was like, don't tell nobody that I did this for you. This lady gave me 2 golden tickets. Gave them to me. I didn't know how much it was worth. It was worth $1,700 each. She's like, I'm only giving it to you because you're cute and you look different than everybody else. She gave me the fucking tickets. We sat 2 rows behind we know when the show opens, the most important people get to be right when they come out. Mm-hmm. I was like 2nd row up, like maybe like 10 seats here.
Okay.
So, and I was wearing a Nike sportswear shirt. Nike sportswear at the time was really expensive. I don't know if you remember when they used to sell at Barney's in Saks Fifth Avenue. I had some Yeezy jeans. I had some Nike SBs. I had a Takashi Murakami Louis Vuitton rag. So you might remember this.
Definitely.
And then I had a fitted hat. So everybody's taking pictures of me. They're like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Everybody's in suit and tie and looking all spiffy. And I just walked in looking like I didn't give a fuck about nobody. Colorful ass shoes. And, you know, that was my dressing like that. You know, that's why I don't really care for dressing up if I don't have to. Because motherfuckers took more notice of me walking in.
Definitely. You're trying to, you know, you stand out more if you're true to yourself than trying to be something you're not, you know.
And I learned that shit from like early on, man. Like Pharrell, that's how Pharrell started going to fashion shows.
Yeah, colorful.
I never,
like, you know.
So whenever they would be like, oh, who's this kid sitting front row almost, all the way over there with his shit on? He must be somebody famous, you know what I mean?
So you've been shitting on Houston for a long time. You've been the man for.
I want to say shit, man. I'm not. Here's the deal. You got to be not scared.
Yeah.
When I was 22, 21, 23, you couldn't tell me that I was going to lose.
Okay.
You couldn't tell me shit. I was going to do, you know, if you told me, yo, David, don't reach in there because there's beasts in there, I'd be like, well, motherfucker, maybe I'm not allergic to beasts, and I just put my hand in there and I grab the honey. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of motherfucker I was. And I was just not scared, bro. I'm not scared. I wasn't scared to fail. Now it's different shit. Now I'm scared. I got money invested and shit.
Yeah, see, it's different. I'm the same way. Because when I was young, I didn't care. I didn't care about how money is being spent on or whatever. Now, we older now. I got kids. I'm married. You know, I'm afraid to buy. I'm afraid to buy stuff that's over my budget nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're responsible, man, and something that people don't talk about, man, is, you know, they talk about we got freedom in America. We're really all slaves, man.
Yeah.
The reason being is because it's not until you're financially free that you could call yourself truly free.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in America, they're financially slaves.
Yeah.
They including myself, I feel like I'm not at that point where I could be like, I'm financially free. I'm almost there, you know what I mean? But until we break those chains and those poverty chains, you know, I used to look at life like, man, I ain't had shit, so now I gotta have everything, and that's not the way the world works.
I think that's our mentality.
Because then you end up with nothing again.
Of course.
You know, but now it's like, nah, fuck that. I don't have to have every shoe that drops.
Yep.
I don't have to have every new, you know, new sneaker, new jacket, new line. I don't have to have everything. I can just have whatever. I mean, you walked to the closet earlier.
Yeah.
I don't need shoes. You know what I'm saying?
We can open the store just in this closet.
So,
but since you're a store owner, right? When a shoe drop, and you go to, let's say you go to, I'm not gonna name drop any stores, but if you go trying to get shoes, would they like give you like a pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really even go to stores.
Okay.
I only fuck with one store in Houston. That's Proper. They just opened in the Heights.
I've been hearing a lot about that
Yeah,
shit.
that's my homies.
Okay.
I cut from everybody else in Houston. I don't really fuck with just because they have this dumb mentality. You know what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with people that don't fuck with me. So automatically, I'm telling you right off the rip that I've been open for 10 years. Proper has been open for 6 months. But their store, they have history in Houston. A lot of people might not know the history, but there's history of them in Houston. But, you know, if I need something that they got, I can always call the homies, and, you know, I don't even, you know, I've put in enough work with my homies that I'm like, yo, I really want this. Can I? And, you know, it's because I don't exploit that. I'm not gonna, if you own the store, I'm not gonna be like, hey, Malik, can I get a...
So, back again. Everybody know what this box is. We don't even have to tell you what it is. This is the Adidas first original Yeezys. The one that started all, shut down the whole shoe industry. Put Adidas back where it's supposed to be. Shout out to Adidas. So y'all can send my man some shoes for free, whatever.
Please. Come on, dog.
So this is the original Yeezy boots. 350.
This is the original 350. This is the second Yeezy shoe that he dropped with Adidas. Because he dropped the 750 first.
Yeah,
but a lot of people don't count that one because that one only came out
because the reason why I don't count that one because I was never a fan of that. When I think I lost respect. I was like, how you go from Nike, right,
to that,
and I was like, no. So I never count that one.
I actually enjoyed it. I really did, and
I think you're the only one that I know.
Yeah, but I only enjoyed that color. After that, I don't really care for any other. But just the first color, I really like the colorway. I like the shoe itself. It's not a very wearable shoe.
Okay.
But I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoy the quality of it.
That was one of the ugliest shoes.
But this is definitely by far my favorite Adidas.
Yeah. See, mine is beat the hell up. You know what I mean? Like I remember I was wearing mine. Mind you, is all like beat up. And this,
I got another one upstairs I can show you. I got two.
And this kid asked me, "Can I buy this from you?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?"
You're like, I want it.
Like I just want it. I was like, you don't want this. Like I don't even wear socks. It's all funky.
Nasty.
I promise you. You know, I will give it to you for free, but it's funky. You can't have this. You know. I'm sorry. He's like, I give you $700. I'm like,
man, these kids don't understand, bro.
Yo, so this is my favorite Yeezy.
It is
for Adidas.
It is.
I'm not talking about
Still.
like
I don't give a fuck about no belugas. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's why I haven't gotten anything else. I did get my wife the 2.0s.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna grab her shoe, but like I got you. But this is no comparing for this. You know
So I know that there's a story behind.
There's a story behind this.
Why you got this joint?
There is. There is a story. So obviously in 2013, I got a call from an Adidas. Adidas. But I also actually it wasn't Adidas. It was Mitchell and Ness.
Okay.
And they called me and they said that they wanted to do an event at the store for the All-Star weekend, and that I had been, they somehow they found my info and they really wanted to work with me. So I was just like, yeah, man, let's do something. This is the fee or whatever, and then let's make something happen. So 2 weeks go by, then they call me again. They say, hey, man, we just want to let you know that this is a very special project that we're working on, and we want to let you know that we definitely feel like, you're the guy that we want to work with. So I was like, okay, cool. They're like, somebody is going to fly to the store. We're going to fly this dude out to the store. Can you go meet with him because he flies in like at 9 p.m. I said, yeah, that's perfect. So we met at the store, and it was, they didn't tell me until like I picked them up, or I didn't pick them up until they headed to the store. It was Don C. Okay. So.
Oh, really?
So Don C came to the store. We met. We chopped it up. We talked, and he was like, "Yo, I asked about you, man. I asked about what was a good store that I could do this event at, and everybody that I have in Houston told me that I should talk to you. So I asked about you. I did some research, and you got a good name to yourself here. So I want to do the Just Don pop-up shop here in 2013. So we did that, and we kind of stayed in touch. And long story short, man, I already knew. I found out by accident that this thing was gonna drop. Okay. All over the place, but
he told you.
Yes. So, but the thing about it is that people didn't know that they were also gonna drop in Barneys.com.
Okay.
So.
But you had to connect in Barneys at that time.
No. I bought them at Barneys.
Okay.
Right. And then later on, I didn't realize that he was gonna send me a pair. So he sent me a pair, and I already had bought one, so I got two. And I obviously I'm not gonna get rid of them because there's a gift from Kanye's right hand man, homie. And then we stay connected. I actually just seen him 2 months ago in LA, and it's all respect and love. So shout outs to Don C, shout outs to everybody. And a lot of people don't understand, man. Like, just once again going back to not being shy and being personable. Yeah. It's opened me so many doors. Before Kanye became fashion Kanye, man, I've met Kanye two times at least, and we talked fashion. He asked me what I was wearing one time. Yeah. This is gonna sound blasphemous and crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I met him. There's facts. There's like there's receipts. They ain't no fucking story.
Man got receipts. You know what I mean? Like people think that new Kanye is who he was back then.
No, man, know? Kanye was actually a really shy guy, man. He was really scared. In 2009, he did a showcase for South by Southwest, and they had to hide him in a place. And then my homie, who he knows who he is. My homie used to have a store in Austin.
Okay.
It was called Complete Clothing. What up, so? They called him so they can hide Kanye in his store.
Wow. So
dude called me, was like, yo, you need to get here in 20, 30 minutes. They're gonna shut the store down. They're gonna hide Kanye here. So I went, hung out at the store. They shut the shit down once Kanye walked in. Nobody could walk in or out for 3 or 4 hours.
Wow.
And the store was really small. It wasn't a big store, so we had Kanye out to ourselves, man, just talking.
Just talking.
You know, just vibing, and at the time.
Nowadays it's impossible.
Yeah, I had some Linda Farrow glasses at the time back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember that was all white, and the thing here would just, the leg here would just be straight.
Yeah.
And then it had a little wire that would come down here. Mm-hmm. So he was like, yo, what kind of glasses are those? And I was like, oh, this is Linda Farrow. He didn't know about Linda Farrow. So we had a whole conversation, and he was like, yo, those things are sick. And we just kind of, that was denim Louis Vuitton backpack kind of, you know what I mean?
Polo wearing.
Yeah, well, he still was. He was. I remember
he was transitioned.
He was wearing a black shirt with a vest, with a denim vest, and with a couple of patches with some denim jeans.
Okay.
And I forgot what kind of shit she was wearing, but long story short, there's at least in my encounter with Kanye. He's always been one of the most humble dudes that I ever talked to. At the time, I haven't talked to him since he's been big Kanye.
Okay.
So salute to the man for everything he's done for the culture and everything he's done with whatever he is. I know he gets a lot of like and a lot of criticism, but you got to remember, man, the first ones are always the crazy ones.
Yo, right? Trust me. People always criticize him, but I think he is a genius.
He is a genius.
Not just the music part. Not even just like fashion or whatever.
Here's the deal, like the bad thing about Kanye is that he's a genius and he knows it.
Yeah.
Most people don't know they're genius.
Albert Einstein was the same way.
He didn't know.
He was,
but he knew he was a genius.
Yes.
So he pissed everybody off.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, people get crazy, bro, and people double them as crazy, and everybody goes through the troubles and turbulations, and
of course,
I don't know what his life is like, and I would hate for my life to be magnified like this dude's life when there's such a big microscope in the media. And then, I can't even take a shit without somebody taking a picture of me. You know what I'm saying? I would hate that. I would hate walking into a restaurant and not being able to eat in peace. All
right.
So
you want to take that?
Yeah.
I'll pause. So back to Yee. So I remember when these shoes coming out. Like, let me tell you how I get my hands on these, right? So it was coming out. I knew it was coming out, and I don't know if they was doing raffle. I don't know. I don't think they did yet. So my wife told me if I get one, she better have one or don't get the shoes. So I had this connect, this Asian guy. Shout out to him, and I was like, yo, I would trade with you, whatever I was working at the Louis store then, so, it's like, I need a wallet, I need a Louis wallet. I was like, I can buy that myself. I just, if you can get 2 of these in these sizes for me, I will engrave your name on your wallet for you. So I did that for him, and he got these 2 for me and wife, and it was.
Can you still get the wallet thing? No, you can't do that no more?
Yeah, I can do it. I have people at the store.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't work there anymore, but it's another lifetime ago. So, but these are my favorite.
Yeah, they're still my favorite, man. I think I'm not really a fan of the new Belugas, the new 2.0s, whatever. The only ones that I did like that I regret not getting was those bright yellow ones. I actually like that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to wear it.
I got
just because they're like, man, how you gonna wear? People look at me and they're like, it's not a wearable shoe, but I could wear it.
Yeah. You can wear any shoe.
You can wear anything
if you know you got style.
So
that's
the thing. That's the difference between having a lot of people be like, "You fashionable." I'm not fashionable, man. I got style. It's two different things.
And one thing I hate about people, this is going back to when I was working at the Louis store, right? So they would come, and trust me, I sell them all kinds of shit because they're dumb as shit, right? So they come in and they're like, man, I want to buy a shoe. I need a belt with the same detail on the shoe. I'm like, all right, cool. Go find me a shirt with the same detail. So by the time they're done, they're matching.
The whole thing. Yeah.
From head to toe, $5,000. And I'm like, that's you. I'm not going to stop you, you know? Because I know you don't have to match from head to toe. Yeah. This is one thing I hate. Like, people are like, oh, how you going to match the shoe? You know, like, how you going to buy this colorful or whatever? Like, I used to get this a lot when I was working there. Like, man, I like this shoe, but
how can I wear it?
You don't have anything to match? I'm like, what do you mean?
I hate that.
Let me show you what I have that you can match. You don't have to match.
That's the thing. Man, like, I don't shop like that. Everybody that always comes to me and they're like, yo, I don't know how to wear this. Or like, I'm like, yo, I don't shop. Like, if I want it, I'm going to buy it.
Yes.
If I like it, I'll buy it. And then that's it. I mean, I don't think about what I'm going to wear with it. Does this go with it? That's not how I shop.
I don't even shop. I shop in Spurs.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you know what I mean? But like when I do buy something, I don't buy things. I don't go to the mall and get a whole outfit. I go buy,
I have clients. I even have some person in the Texans that adamant about just dressing.
Well, that's the thing though. Like they don't understand. Like they don't. I mean, they think about this, bro. Like all these cats know is like coming from the hood
and getting the money.
Playing football. There ain't no transition. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta, before you become a pro, you gotta be submerged in football, whatever sport you play. That's all you know. Besides the hood and eating fucking cereal with sugar, you know, you go to having fucking lobster tail in front of you. You don't even know how to eat this shit.
Exactly. So,
you know, they don't understand that it's a transition. Me being broke like that, it allows me to have a transition. I'm building up. But surely.
Yeah, you experience, you know.
It's not a shock, you know what I mean? Yeah. This become like culture shock. Like, oh shit, I have all this money. Now I can go ball out.
Nah.
And they think Louis and Gucci, and that's, as long as it said Louis and Gucci, that's what they want. The biggest bullshit is that Supreme Louis shit. I think that was the wackest shit ever.
You know, I thought that was gonna be the death of Louis, but for some reason it revives them. Because Gucci was killing. You remember Gucci came out with the new joint with the snakes and the top. Gucci was killing, like the retail Gucci was killing Louis. Mm-hmm. So when they did the Supreme and I was like, this, if this works, Kim Jones gonna be the creative genius ever to run Louis Vuitton men's department. Yeah,
well, I mean, I think it was. I mean, in all honesty, I just had to school this lady on. So there was this dude that commented on this thing. He commented on Facebook and said, "I hate that all these dudes wear Supreme now. I remember when Supreme used to just be made for graffiti writers and skaters," and I was like, you know, I can't believe people pay $1,000 for a Supreme shirt. I was like, but here's the deal, my man. Like, because now he's a graffiti writer, but now he's an artist, right? He does paintings and shit. So what I had to make this dude understand, and it's a challenge that I have with a lot of people, is like, I have this dude that's like a street dude, right? Like he's a graffiti dude, paints and shit. But he don't understand fashion. He don't understand anything that has to do with shoes or anything. I had to tell him, Supreme is like your artwork.
Yeah.
A Supreme t-shirt is worth $40, just like every other t-shirt. A Supreme hoodie is worth $140, just like every other hoodie. What makes Supreme expensive is people. People make it expensive.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like, and I had to tell him, in the truest form, your artwork that you sell for $2,000 for a fucking frame piece is worth nothing.
Exactly.
You put value in your artwork. The people put money on value, monetary value on art and things like that. That's how they see this Supreme stuff. That's what, because people are willing to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Supreme is not expensive.
No, it's not.
People make it expensive.
Yes.
So it's just a thing that people have a misconception that every Supreme shirt is gonna be worth $300, $200.
Not really. It depends. You know, because nowadays, because I remember Supreme, he came out with the Bape and the Stussy and the W tabs, Undefeated. You know, all these brands, even Staple. You know, all these brands. It was around the time, but nobody was into Supreme like that, unless you are in the underground skateboard or graffiti artist, and you're a New York kid, you know, then you understand what Supreme is. But nowadays, people think it's like, oh, it's the best thing, it's the new thing. Like, no, it's been there, you know.
Nah, I mean, luckily, like I said, man, luckily I just been always in the right place at the right time. You know, Supreme for me is nothing. I mean, I don't even really care for Supreme anymore like that. You know, I mean, I walked into the Supreme store the first time. The first time I went to New York was in 1999. It was the first time I ever walked into the Supreme store. And that's only because I had cousins that were older that were skateboarders.
Okay.
So they were like, yo, we gotta go to the skate shop. It's tight. It's a nice skate shop. We went in there, and that's how I got introduced to Supreme. You know what I mean? But if it wouldn't have been because of them, I wouldn't have been introduced to it. But I understand the craze now, man, and you know everything that goes up has to come down.
Of course, you know it's a recycle. All right, so let's put this back in the box and move on to the next shoe. All right, so I'll tell you, my man Dave, he got a lot of stories. I mean, he's a cool dude. He's very down to earth. So you know, you need to listen to what he's saying. So it's gonna be like a long segment. You know, it's gonna be doing part 1, part 2, part 3. So it's gonna be a long process. All right. Okay, so.